we're taking on the Ravens. We got a video coming up tomorrow, right? Woo! This is war. This man's a warrior right here. Steel Studio, baby. Let's go.
Hello, this is Rick Mooney with my weekly Thursday thoughts on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's exciting to see the combine is happening now, and we can look at all the prospects and lick our chops and expect a draft just like last year from Omar. First of all, I'd like to say condolences. Omar's family member that passed away, they're not saying who, but it was obviously someone close enough for him not to go speak at the combine, and we're sorry about that. It's a part of life that stinks, and it's nice that he's able to be there for his family, because that's first and foremost. The Steelers, biggest not back. Believe it or not, have a back. We have Kenny Pickett, but he's a serviceable quarterback, and he's good enough to get us through if he's what we got. And if he plays better, hey, even better. Whether it's him, Mason Rudolph, Fields, everybody else we've heard about, doesn't matter if you don't have this. We need an anchor. We need a center. Think about the Steelers championships. Think about the guys that were the centers in those teams. Andy Russell, starting with him, Mike Webster, Dermontti Dawson. We won Super Bowls during all these times with these guys. And then Jeff Hardings even was there. And then Mike Pouncey. We need an anchor. We need a guy to control the line of scrimmage, a guy to call the line plays, to be the guy that dominates. We didn't have that with Mason Cole. He played decent the year before last, but last year he was just overwhelmed. Teams figured him out, and he got bull rushed a lot, overwhelmed, and it showed. It showed in the quarterback play as well. They were running for their life a lot, and it broke up a lot of plays, and the team been even better, and we had a decent center, but we need an anchor, and there's a few of them in this draft. I'm excited. If the Steelers want this Powers Johnson kid, they will go up and get him. He is that kind of player. At least he looks like it right now. Think about the other teams in the AFC that are really good. Think about the teams that don't have great centers, like the Bengals, and then you think about the teams that were there. The kid with Kansas City, he's really good, and also the kid with Baltimore, both Linderbaum, great centers. We need a guy like that. We need a guy that can set the tone, nasty, fierce, and we will be right there, because the Steelers are going to run the ball first and foremost, and then they're going to be able to dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. That's the only way this team's getting to the Super Bowl. We have the two best backs in the league. And imagine how much better they're going to be when we get a quality center. Yes, I know we need a great quarterback play to win it all. But I don't think you do. I think you need above average quarterback play to win it all. And I think we can get there if we get a good center. So that's our biggest need. As far as other things going on with the Steelers right now, we're waiting and seeing. They could sign a center in free agency, and there's some good ones in free agency as well, if that's the route they think they should go. The kid from Denver is good. The guy from Miami is really good. There's a couple more that are really good, and they're not Webster. They're not Pouncey, but they could be as good as Jeff Hardings, and that'll get it done as well, because we have other needs on this team as well. As you know, the other needs on this team, we need a third receiver, another receiver, young receiver. We need young DBs. We need another inside linebacker. We need another safety. But the biggest need is center, and I just wanted to play that out on this team. People are talking about the quarterback too much. The anchor is what we need. That's Steeler football. That's how we can run over people. Now, another topic I want to talk about, the F grade the players gave the Steelers is bullshit. I don't want to. That's so stupid, man. What, they don't accommodate their families when they come to games. These guys are making millions of dollars, and they should be able to accommodate their own family. I mean, I work at my job, and my family shows up. They're not going to accommodate me, and I'm not making millions of dollars. The locker room is nice. I've been in it. there's nothing wrong with that locker room. I've been in a couple NFL locker rooms. They all look the same. But it's nothing. The weight room, come on. Weight room's fine. If you can't go find a trainer and you're making millions, then you're a loser. I mean, that's so stupid. The food, there again, they feed the players. They don't feed me at work every day. They feed you at your work every day. Come on. Bunch of pansies out there, a bunch of nerds, and it's the stuff they worry about. And that's why they hate the Steelers. The media hates the Steelers because they're hard-nosed, old-school football, and that's not exciting to them. That's not fun to them. That's not what they want to see. They want teams that are fluff and powder and a bunch of pussies, and that's what they want. And that's not what the Steelers are. We're tough, we're physical, and they don't like it. They don't like it, and we're going to continue to be that, and that will, in the end, win us the 7th Lombardi. Those are my Thursday thoughts. Hey, subscribe. Oh, and by the way, my true Steeler of the week last week was none other than Jeff Hardings, a center. How appropriate. Jeff Hardings was a great player, and we do that on our Steel Studio group on Facebook. Please join it, the Steel Studio group. Hashtag here we go. And we do that there. And we also do it, I talk about it here on Facebook, but every week we profile a true Steeler of the week on that Facebook group. And this week we're going to have another guy that really deserves it. And he's happened to be retiring. He's stepping down, and he's going to be our true Steeler of the week this week to next week. You can figure that out on your own. We love doing that. We love talking about true Steelers, guys that define the organization, guys that fit the mold of what we do. And we're tough, and we're physical, and we work hard. And that's what a Pittsburgh Steeler is. And that's what we do. And that's what we're going to continue to do. That's what Omar wants. That's what Tomlin wants. That's what Rooney wants. And he's a damn good owner. He's not a meddling owner. He stays out of everything. I always tell a story about how I met Mr. Rooney one time. It was actually Dan's brother, and he was busy. I went to shake his hand. He said, "I'm busy. Got to go. Can't talk." So I emailed him. I said, "Hey, this is ridiculous. How could you do that? Your father, Art, would roll over in his grave if he knew that you didn't take the time to speak to your fans." I get a phone call at work. They said, "Mr. Rooney wants to speak to you." He apologized. He said, "You're right. The fans are the heart and soul of this organization. My brother would roll over, or my dad would roll over in his grave." And he sent me a bunch of signed stuff and tickets and everything. So I love the Rooneys. I think they're great people. They're great, a great family. And people hate that too. They hate anything positive, anything that doesn't fit the mold of what they want. They hate. And that's exactly why I love the Steelers. And I'm sure you love the Steelers. And I'm not from Pittsburgh. My father was from the area, but I love the Steelers because of what they stand for. And I'm sure you do as well. Because they're not like any other organization, and they're not going to be like any other organization. Sometimes to a fault, but most times it's not. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. That's my Thursday thoughts. Have a good day, and go Steelers.